Hello and a very warm welcome, Formula One of fuck the new regs. It could be RIP, Formula One 1950 till 2026. It's been fun, but 10 drivers have already called out the new regulations and 4 of them are world champions. Formula One have royally fucked up. Lift and coast and save is not Formula One. It is anti-racing. It's been likened to slower than a GP2, and even the chef could drive it. These are experienced men who have won titles, races, and been on pole position. Formula One have royally fucked up with these new cars. I don't think they sound too bad, but watching the onboards, it is embarrassing. It really is. And I think Formula One is heading to the coffin, unfortunately. So, world champion Max has absolutely lambasted the new regulations. The whole feeling of the car is just not fun, not even Formula One worthy. If you ask me, that you'll be driving slower through a corner to save more energy for the straight, it makes absolutely no sense. Formula One should be being as fast as possible. It's completely unnatural. People won't like my statements, but I don't care. I'm not the one who made the rules. These aren't things that will keep me in Formula One. He's likened the new regulations to Formula E on steroids and was invited by the Formula E man to come and drive a Formula E car. He's a pure racer and speaks for the fans. As usual, open and honest by Max. Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time world champion, has said you need a degree to understand these regs. Slower than a GP2 and need a degree to understand it. The fans will not understand it. And that is another experienced, successful man. Lando Norris has also likened it to feels like an F2 car. But then after Max's comments, he went after him. So he kind of flipped on that one. Because he did say previously it feels like an F2 car. And then he said to Max, well, if he doesn't like it, he can retire. But these are 10 people that have come out and openly criticised the new regulations. We're going electric. It's not where any fan wants to go. Electric is bullshit. And I don't want to see it. We take the piss out of Formula E. Well, Formula One is literally Formula E at the minute. We jump into Fernando Alonso, who said even the chef could drive the car at the minute. Alonso, the new engine regulations have killed racing. Last year we took turn 12 at Bahrain flat out at 280. Today we go 50 kph slower because we need to save electricity for the straight. Today in turn 12 you could drive the car. The chef could drive the car. No more corner battles, only overtakes on the straights. Racing has changed forever. The driver's role is dying. So they're big explosive words from Max, Lewis and Alonso. Lando Norris, the current world champion, has likened his car to an F2. Charles Leclerc has said the car is very strange to drive. Who else we got? Isaac Hadjar. If you overtake someone, you will need to save energy for the next 5 laps. Ocon and Ollie Behrman, difficult to follow. They complained it was incredibly difficult to follow cars. This is really not good. Perez, overtaking more complicated, managing energy and the rest could end up like Formula E. Sergio Perez is a race winner. Piastri has called out the start. Obviously, at the end of day 3, we had practice starts. It was an absolute mess. Cars set off. 3 cars were stationary, which is going to cause a huge accident. Oscar Piastri has called out the start procedure. These new rules are absolutely dog shit. They are anti-racing and should not be allowed. Formula One's viewership is going to fall. Formula One are going to lose many fans with these new regulations. Are you entertained? Well, you're not going to be entertained with the new rules. Electric bullshit. Once again taking over. What used to be a great sport, and if we're being honest, has been on the decline for a while now, with Drive to Survive and the new fans coming along. It is absolute monumental bullshit. It's just not right. Max has absolutely destroyed the regulations. As usual, he's open, honest, he speaks the truth. A lot of what you do as a driver in terms of inputs has a massive effect on the energy side. Maybe you should go drive Formula E right, because that's all about energy efficiency and management. He slammed the new regs. Lewis Hamilton needs a full degree to understanding new regulations in cars. That's from a 7-time world champion. Ridiculously complex. I sat in a meeting the other day and they're talking us through it. It's like you need a degree to understand it. Lifting and coasting on a qualifying lap. We are now going to see drivers lift and coast on a qualifying lap. They should be flat out, sweating like fuck at the end of the lap. We'll be going to Singapore this year, and the drivers, toughest race they tell me, they will barely be lucky if they've got a sweat on their brow, because they will be lifting and coasting. As Max said, it's anti-racing. Anti-racing. It's Charles Leclerc, not the most enjoyable car I've driven. Lewis and Max was blunt about it. And Charles say, I think it's a bit extreme with what they said. However, I cannot disagree really. It's very different, but he takes the positive challenge on, so he's a bit more positive. George Russell, new gear engagement is annoying. Well, that's not really calling it out. Fernando Alonso, the chef, can drive the car. So, you got the big names in Lewis Hamilton, Max and Alonso calling it as it is. Like every fan is thinking. They've said it how it is. Worrying times for Formula 1. I genuinely think Melbourne's going to be carnage. I mean, Mercedes are favourites. They keep sandbagging, they keep directing as if Red Bull are favourites. Red Bull are doing the same. It's all bullshit really till we get to Melbourne. Alonso, historically turn 12 is flat out and a challenging corner, and now even the chef could drive it. So Oscar Piastri on the complicated process to have a safe start. These starts, not only is it bullshit that we're lifting and coasting and the drivers are not pushing, they're not even going to be sweating. The starts are actually going to be dangerous. Starts need to be addressed because probably, as we've all seen, it's pretty complicated process now to have a safe start, let alone a competitive one. So it's something that we'll talk about between now and Melbourne. We saw it on day 3. Franco Colapinto nearly dropped his bollocks and put it in the wall as he was burnt out into the grid. He finally gets in his grid slot. Everyone pulls away. 3 cars are stationary. You've got cars going around each other, which in race mode, it's going to be blind, and someone's going to run into the back of each other. Later, Colapinto hit anti-stall. I mean, it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. You think back to the great Formula 1, V10 screaming down your TV, and now we've got electric bullshit. Electric cars should be burned in the ground. That's just how it should be. So now, instead of pushing flat out, we're lifting and coasting on a qualifying lap. 10 drivers have spoken up. The rest will eventually follow when they grow some balls. We've had Max, we've had Alonso, Lewis, Ocon, Ollie Behrman, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez. And we've got some others. Who's on my list here? I've got them all wrote down. Piastri, Leclerc, Alonso, Hadjar, Ocon, Ollie, Norris, Perez, Lewis, and Max. But Max went in. He went savage and just said it how it was, really. But what do Formula 1 do with that criticism? They go hiding. We have to put up with this bullshit till 2030, is it, with these new regs? They look fucking shit. Honestly, they look absolutely shit. I'm worried. I'm actually worried because the enjoyment is sinking out of Formula One. Who wants to watch fucking lifting and coasting? We'll see what happens at the start of the season, but it's looking bollocks. It's anti-racing. That is pretty much how I would describe it. Anti-racing. You're going to get to these tracks, Silverstone. Are we going to lift through cops and that? Or Eau Rouge or iconic corners? You know, we wait and see. 130R at Japan. Comment down below your thoughts. Of course, we've been doing a lot of short videos, but I had to do a proper video about this topic. This is fucking bollocks. Formula One's heading to the coffin. The great sport is heading to the coffin. And it's been like that for years. It's been coming.